going on? It's Xavier coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends. Welcome to the video, guys. How are you all doing? This is the once a month here. We're mid-April already here in 2022. It's weird. The older you get, some of you oldies out there, you can relate to me, right? The older you get, the faster time goes by. It's incredible. It's been 20 years since my high school graduation, which is just insane. I've lived longer out of high school than I have in high school. Why am I saying all this? I have no idea, but some of you guys I'm sure can relate to me there. It's weird. It's weird that, people always said, old people, right? Always told me that life just, is over. Life passes you by in a blink and you got to cherish and kind of live in the moment. And now I'm starting to really experience that. Anyway, guys, here I am mid-April. Geez, that was a tangent. I want to ask you guys, as I do once a month, what are you watching on TV or what are you reading? I'm actually listening to a lecture on the great courses right now, The Meaning of Life, which I absolutely love. I'll give you the professor name in just a moment. And on TV, I just watched the Challenger docu-series on Netflix. I believe it's called Challenger, The Last Flight. Boy, was that really moving, and highly recommend it to everybody as well. So it's The Meaning of Life Perspectives from the World's Great Intellectual Traditions by Professor J.L. Garfield. Very good. It's free with an Audible or Amazon subscription. Anyway, wow, what an intro. Hopefully you guys are all doing well.
This is what you're doing. This is what I want you to do. Any questions?
Today we're going to talk about 6 champions that are incredibly unique that everybody should build at least one of these champions if you have access to them. And it is really, when we talk about damage in the game right now, outside of the arena, right? Outside of PvP, PvE has really shifted over the last year or so to these instant activators, and that is the theme of today's video. Instant activation damage, right? So I guess there's actually a couple old school champions on this list as well, and I want to start out with a shout out that's not on the list, but now, it used to be grant an extra turn, a light bulb should go off if a champion has that in their skill, in their kit. Grants an extra turn basically reduces the cooldown of all of their abilities. It's like a built-in relentless ability in a way in their kit. But now, to me, the modern version of that is instant activation. If I see that anywhere in a champion's kit, I know they're going to be a special champion. So the shout out is actually one of the best healers, if not the best healers in the game, and it's Wither the Crowned. Man, she's really incredible, and she has an instant activation of continuous heals. So again, sticking with the instant activation theme here, she's not on the list because we're talking about damage in today's video, but she's the opposite, right? Or the inverse, or the heal version of damage, right? Where she's doing just insane heals with that instant activation. Now, the opposite of that is Cecilia Flametongue, or Cecilia, or Cecilia.
Sisha Flametongue.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z! Huh? That's all you have to do!
Either way, she's a monster. You guys know I love this champion. She is my favorite champion on this list, and this list is stacked, right? If you have her, obviously you use her, but she's incredible. There are a few epics on today's list as well, guys. She kicks off with the A3 ability first, right? She grants an extra turn if she places HP burn on all enemies. It's on a 4-turn cooldown. She comes back in after that extra turn if you place HP burn on everybody. Even if you don't, not a big deal, because her next turn, she's going to instantly activate while placing decreased defense. If 2 or more enemies are under HP burn, she has weaken guaranteed, and then instantly activates any HP burn debuffs on each target and decreases the duration by 1 turn. Man, this is just an insane ability, right? I'm gonna show you. You guys already know. Maybe some of you don't. Maybe some of you don't. I've shown it like so many times here on the channel. I don't want your shards. Don't want your shards, player. I want to focus on my video right now. Don't distract me by those juicy void shards. Stop it. I'm not gonna show you the whole run, but this is the power of Cecilia Flametongue. Man, she's a monster. She's a monster, and I love her. Check this out. Look at how much damage she's gonna deal on this instant activation, guys. This is Spider 25. Check this out. She's gonna come in, HP burn on everybody, comes back around, and boom! Oh my god, that was a lot of damage. I mean, that was insane. Anyway, I'm going to end the battle, waste my energy, but that was just absolutely insane. All right, so that's Cecilia Flametongue. She is one of the best instant activators out there. Let's cover the legendaries first, the other legendaries, and then we'll move right into the epics. So the champion that we're not going to spend a ton of time on because some of you guys get really, really angry and go threatening to quit the game unless he's nerfed or made available in the token trader, and that is Ninja. People still upset about Ninja. People wanting that Ninja nerf, people wanting Ninja to be removed and wanting Ninja to come back. People are just, unless you have Ninja, then you're happy, right? Everybody else is not too happy right now, especially all the players who have downloaded the game in the last 6 months. Either way, though, he does have the best boss killing ability in the kit in the game, in my opinion, and it is this Hail Burn ability, instant activation on any HP burn, including HP burns placed by this skill. So he's placing them on the same skill and then instantly activating them right afterwards. Just insane damage, guys. I mean, what else can I say? The rest of his kit is insane too, but really that Hail Burn ability is just the ultimate damage dealer, right? Ninja and Cecilia, personally, they're just absolutely the boss killers of Raid Shadow Legends, those two champions, right? But let's take a quick timeout from HP Burn, and let's talk a little bit about the rate options at instant activation of poisons. So we have Xavier, or Xavier. She has attacks all enemies, enemies kills cannot be revived, and then deals damage from all poison debuffs on the target instantly. Poison debuffs will only deal half the standard damage when hit bosses with this skill. So that does mitigate her use case against bosses. However, she's still the queen of instant damage to waves, right? It deals full damage, instant activation of most poisons. This Deadly Catalyst ability is just, it's the old school instant activation ability in Raid Shadow Legends. She also has a debuff spread when Eleanor's on the same team, and she also places the poisons herself as well on her A2 ability. Attacks all enemies 2 times. Each hit has a chance of placing a poison, 75% chance when booked. All right, the other one who actually prefer a little bit higher than Xavier, believe it or not, is going to be a High Elf, and she is in every speed team out there right now inside the meta. Eleanor, well, she has this Combust ability. It just straight up deals all damage from all poisons to all enemies instantly. There's no half off against bosses. You get the full deal with Eleanor, and she doesn't have the attack to go along with it, but I mean, that's what we want. That's what we want out of this ability. It's just straight up instant activation. Also has a poison, similar to Xavier, again, on a 3-turn cooldown. She plays a second if the attack is critical, so 2 poisons guaranteed on her A2, as opposed to a 75% land rate. So really love Eleanor. She also has an HP burn on her A1. She's got some burn in her kit as well. Eleanor, a very, very underrated damage dealer. Probably getting, better lately because she's in. You can see all the best teams in the game, right? Let me show you one of them real quickly. And they all have Eleanor in it, don't they? Or a lot of them do too. Calvalx is another incredibly popular one, but you need somebody to activate those poisons that Calvalx is putting down. But let me just show you here against whatever random floor here. We could look at the best teams, global rankings, and voila. Where is it? Come on. Eh. Playing. There we go.
Whatever you do, I will be right here.
So Eleanor, you guys get the point, right? These 2 queens of instant activation poison are also the queens of the fastest runs inside the entire game. All right, let's talk about these epics, guys, because there are 3 or 4, actually 4 epics to talk about. So here we go. Let's jump into it here. So we have, Xavier, Eleanor, we have Cecilia and Ninja, 4 legendaries, and then 4, so there's 8 champions. Did I say 7 earlier? 6, maybe? Yeah, there's 8 now. I'm correcting myself. So let's go over these champions here. Let's start with Venom Age. So now, naturally, the epics are not quite as beast mode as the legendaries that we spoke about here, but they're still very good, especially a few of them. So Venom Age was one of the earlier champions added, epic champions that had instant activation. So each hit on the A1, each hit has a 50% chance of activating up to 2 poison debuffs on the target. So Venom Age is great, right? Attacking one enemy 2 times, clan boss especially, also has decreased defense, decreased attack in the kit, heal reduction, and poison as well. So it can help obviously activate the poisons being laid by her, him. She's got kind of a feminine stance going on, right? Him.
You don't know my gender?
I don't.
Do I look like a woman?
I don't know what a woman looks like.
Do you?
I just feel like I'm good at recognizing a woman when I see one.
Lizards, I've been very bad at trying to identify lizard gender. It's an issue. I apologize. Please don't cancel me. We're going to go ahead and go to kind of a recent-ish addition to the game. It's Dark Kale. Dark Kale is incredible. Look at his A3. We get 3 poisons and poison sensitivity on a 3-turn cooldown. Oh boy, that's really good, right? An AoE decrease attack as well. Increase the duration of debuffs. Thank you very much. And on the A1, we have a 3-time hit. Each hit of these 3 have a 35% chance, to instantly activate 2 poisons or 1 poison and an HP burn debuff. So only a 35% chance, but it has a chance of proccing on every single hit off of that A1. A very, very, very good kit for Dark Kale. And he is a great damage dealer and a mitigator of damage on your team, right? With the decreased attack on the AoE, 100% land rate on a 3-turn cooldown, and that passive where he can reduce crit rate by 15%. Keep in mind, clan boss and a lot of bosses, most bosses only have 15% crit rate to begin with. All right, next up is going to be, let's go old school, guys. Let's kick it old school. And I think he's undead. Of course he's undead. Horde Ash, come on, man. Learn your champions. It's Karam. So Karam is the old school epic version of an instant activation. Now he has been power crept a little bit by the other champions we're talking about in today's video, but still he's got it, right? 4-turn cooldown on Raw Away. Attack 1 enemy, deals damage from all poison debuffs to the target instantly. If against bosses, they receive 50% less damage from all those poison debuffs. So he's a mini Xavier ability, right? He's got the same kind of 50% less against bosses. He is dealing damage instantly. It is attacking one enemy though, as opposed to everybody, right? So keep that in mind. But still, it is an instant activation that's a little bit more accessible than the other champions that we shared so far in the video. And last but not least, guys, is going to be a champion that only a couple people have, but I think she's going to be so good. So good, and it's Taya. Taya is a Doom Tower normal champion similar to Dark Kale in today's video, and boy is she, I'm excited to get her, and I'm not far off. We have decreased accuracy on the A1. On the A2, attacks 1 enemy 3 times. Each hit has a 100% chance of placing a poison, so 3 poisons against bosses on a 3-turn cooldown. And then we have Blood Boil. This is her A3 ability on a 3-turn cooldown. Attacks 1 enemy. 100% chance of instantly activating any poison debuffs and HP burn debuffs on the target. What? So she's activating both? Unlike Karam, there is no mitigator. There is no 50% off deal, right, against bosses. For them, at least, not for you. No penalty. Man, I am really excited to use this Blood Boil ability. I think it's going to be just an absolute insane damage dealer. Instantly activating any poison and HP burn debuffs on the target? What about you guys? Am I off here? 50 in all battles on accuracy? I am so excited for this champion to get her and see what she can do, especially single target, but that's a lot of damage, right? So guys, that's the list. Those are the 8 champions, again, to review. We have Xavier, we have Eleanor, Dark Kale, Venom Age, Karam, Taya, Cecilia, and Ninja. Who do you have? Do you have any of them? I hope that you have at least one of these champions. If so, I hope you're taking advantage of their damage dealing capabilities, and I really hope they add some more champions like this, maybe a little bit more accessible into the game sooner rather than later. Guys, thank you so much for watching all the way till the end. Appreciate you, and as always, take care, guys.